crack everyone, Jobber here, and welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we're going to be popping open a 2003 Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster box of Dark Crisis. And you're probably wondering, Jobber, what the heck happened to that booster box? Well, I actually have a story for you because I bought this from a seller on eBay and I asked him the exact same question. So, he more deals in sporting cards, it sounds like. He said his two sons open sporting cards on different platforms, like on Instagram and whatnot. And he said that he bought a warehouse of cards and other products. And he said this was shoved in the corner of the warehouse. And as you can see, the booster box itself is just absolutely demolished. The wrapper is kind of falling off. But the booster packs inside, I'm going to assume, are fine because it looks like the box wasn't crushed. It just got like severely damaged on the edges. And we're going to find out. I got this box for significantly less than what the other booster boxes I saw on eBay were going for. I thought this would be an absolutely epic opening, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway in today's video as well. So I'm going to give away the booster pack Hollow Pulls from our Judgment of the Light Spanish booster box that we did on our last video, along with our McDonald's booster packs. So what all you have to do to enter into this amazing contest, give this video a like, comment down below your favorite Yu-Gi-Oh card you see pulled in this Dark Crisis booster box, and be a subscriber. So hit that subscribe, hit that bell, it's right next to it, turn on all notifications on your phone and on YouTube so you get notified when I post future openings, which will come in handy because I'll be announcing the winner of all these foils in the comment section of our next video, so stay tuned for that. And follow me on Instagram, say hi to me, and I will always say hi back. All right, so without any further ado, my friends, let's pop open this 2003 Dark Crisis booster box. For some reason in my head, I thought this booster box came out in 2004. I kept on telling my friend Paul, this is a 2004 booster box, and why'd you destroy my box? I was messing with him yesterday about it. I thought it was pretty funny. So I don't think we're going to need a knife to take off this wrapper. My gosh, this poor box though. I'm going to see, I don't know if there's any way to like salvage the booster box itself. I'm going to try to like tape it together. I don't know. It got pretty beat up. The poor box. That wrapper. Well, yeah, it's pretty bad. So it's like, well, let's see. Oh yeah, it's even ripped on the inside here too. It's going to take some serious work. I'm trying to put this box back together again. Oh, well, it's kind of together. Looks like the packs are... Oh man, that box just... I really am going to try to put that box out together again because I love it. So here's our Dark Crisis booster packs. We'll put these over to the side of this booster box right by Jerry Beans Man. And let's go and see what we can get out of here. So you got an Exodia Necros, which is the ultra rare. And I feel it's like the chase card because it's the cover card. I mean, it's an Exodia Necros. I think I've pulled one or two ever. So I'm going to try to preserve all these booster packs as well because these packs are really... I think they're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to try to put those over to the side here and preserve them, put them into the box, display them later at some different time. I'm not exactly sure when. But yeah, so nice classic booster box. Got it for a pretty reasonable price. I paid $650. Nice. We got the Dark Master Zork. I paid $650 for the booster box because it looked like the packs were fine, and the box was just messed up. And I kind of liked it just for the idea that, I got a little bit of a story behind it as well. I'm able to talk to him. He said it is, he was checking out the channel and everything. And I thought that was really cool. So, really nice. And we give a shout out to our KMC Hypermat sleeves for donating sleeves to the channel for epic openings like this. So, really cool of them. You can check them out. They are my personal favorite sleeves. I use them, and I've been using them for many, many years. So, first sleeves I used were Dragon Shield. I've actually had a few of you ask. I know it's a little bit of an off-the-wall question, so I'm going to answer that here. It was Dragon Shield. Back in the day, Dragon Shield sleeves, they made incredible sleeves. I played so many different locals and then went to one regional and played a show and jump with the same sleeves and didn't have to change them. That's how good they were made back in the day. So, and then they seemed like they took a little bit of a hit and they weren't doing super well, and then it seems like they're building it back up again and their sleeves are a lot better. So that's another sleeve out there. I'm not too sure. I haven't used any of the new ones. This is just word on the street. But these KMC Hypermat sleeves, I absolutely love them. I like because they have a little bit of a I don't know, like a texture on the back, so they shuffle really nice, and it helps when you have like sweaty hands like I do. I get a little bit sweaty when I'm playing. So different dimension gate here. Yeah, so the Dark Crisis set, this is one of my all-time favorite Yu-Gi-Oh sets back in the day because of the Dark Scorpions. I've mentioned this when I've opened up Dark Crisis booster packs and other random things before. Dark Scorpions are really, really cool. I really loved Don Zaluk. I ran Don Zaluk in so many different variants of decks. When you deal any direct damage to your opponent, even if you attacked over a monster like, say, a Sangan or something, you would be able to take a card from your opponent's hand or mill the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck, which doesn't really come up too often. I didn't do that effect a lot. I was mostly just going after the hand, unless I was playing against decks like Dark World or something. Then obviously we're going for the milling effect. And we got the Great Maju here. He gets his attack doubled. Final Attack Orders. That was a card that I was played against me back in the old school days. I played in a local tournament in Chico, California. And a guy was using that in his Goblin Attack Force deck. Was that in like, was it the Giant Orc, the 2200 one? It's a big beatdown aggro deck. And he's running a triple skill drain and all that stuff in there as well. Unfortunate for him, I too was playing anti-meta, and I had a lot more trap cards like, cards like Sakuratsu Armor, Mirror Force, Dimensional Prison, and things like that. Be able to get rid of all of his monsters. I just kept on poking with smaller ones. Ojama Green. My friend built so many different Ojama decks. I don't know how many of you have ever tried that deck out. It is actually a lot of fun to play. I don't know if any of you have noticed so far, but I am on a roll. This is the longest streak I've had on opening some booster packs here without absolutely just demolishing them. So I am very proud of myself. Because I always struggle with opening booster packs and keeping them preserved like that. So that's actually pretty cool. Nice, we have another super rare here. What does this one even do? The attack of this card increased by 200 points for every fairy type monster in your graveyard. That's not bad at all. 1500 attack back in the day? Oh my gosh, this could be a big boy. Just have a couple of them in the grave, even just 3. An extra 600, a normal summonable 2100 attack beat stick. That's really cool. It's a little bit odd that he's Earth, though. I mean, it makes sense for the image and everything. It seems like that would be a light monster. I guess they want to abuse it with Honest and whatnot. Who knows? Even though Honest didn't come out for many years after this set. Oh my gosh, 18 years ago. An 18-year-old booster box here. It was basically already kind of like pre-opened for us, so I don't feel so bad opening up this booster box here. There's always that chance. Not a guarantee that we get a secret rare in today's opening. In these old booster boxes, there's no guarantees of anything. So any full that we get, I'm going to be very grateful for. Goblin of Greed. What is this one? As long as card remains face up on your side of the field, neither player can discard from his or her hand as cost. Huh. I don't remember that. For some reason, I don't remember that card being played at all. 1800 defense, too. It's a 4-star. I think I would have ran into something like that back in the day. I mean, anybody was trying to... I mean, my very first locals I ever played until I tacked into a face-down monster, and it was an Exodia limb. And that was the only Exodia limb that he owned. Just had some... I think it was like the left arm or something, or a leg. The left arm or the left leg or the forbidden one. I tacked over. He just had a face down. That's the only Exodia piece he had. But I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if you have no other cards, got to make your deck 40. Got a Dark Scorpion here. Dice Reroll. Our trap card there. And it's literally what it is. You roll a die, and you didn't like how it went, and you just go and flip over that trap card and get another crack at it. All right, so the back of this one. This one didn't go as smoothly as the other ones. I didn't destroy it, though, so I'm still kind of like on a roll. All right, what do we have here? We have a Robotic Monkey. Very cool. Suzuki Samurai number 2. Frozen Soul. I've ran this in different decks. Oh, nice. We got the Guardian Ghoul as our first ultra rare here, and that is absolutely beautiful. It's like a little... oh, never mind. There's nothing on it at all. It was like a little white mark there. That is actually a beautiful looking ultra rare. We're definitely going to get this thing sleeved up. It is a single tribute. Was it? He's a dinosaur? I thought he was a rock. My gosh, my memory. This card can only be normal summoned, flip summoned, or special summoned with the... when there is a Gravity Axe Ghoul on your side of the field. If this card is in your hand, you can special summon it without offering it as a tribute. Oh, but you can also tribute for it as well. Not too bad. Actually pretty cool. Nice little ultra rare there. Our first ultra rare. So we are 3 foils in right now. Drag Down into the Grave. Oh my gosh, I have some really fond memories of this card. So Drag Down the Grave, I don't know what that thing's worth right now, but it was a pretty expensive common before they got any kind of reprints on it. You would be able to go down to your Target and literally buy 3 Dark World structure decks. And if you had 3 Drag Downs, you literally had the deck built back in the day when that thing first came out. That is exactly what I did. Went down to my Target, I bought 3 structure decks, I sleeved it up how I wanted to have the deck built, had those 3 Drag Downs in my binder, put them into the deck, and I won that locals with it. It was a pretty awesome deck. Especially when you're like one of the first people, like a lot of people didn't know much about the Dark World, and I was already playing Dark World. I was proxying up the deck and playing against my friends, and also was playing it online. So when you have a little bit of an advantage when you're playing a deck that other people didn't really know much about, was really nice. And I really liked the Dark World. I played the Dark World deck when they first came out, like Gold and Silva, when Crystal Charity was legal. So playing that was a lot of fun. I comboed it with Cyberstein. Oh, nice. Skill Drain. This is definitely going to be the most valuable rare card. Going to be a lot more valuable than some of the foils that we even pull. I'm actually just going to sleeve it up because it legitimately is. This card's, I think, even isn't unlimited. It's around the $9 and $10 range. So I'll put that right there, actually. Pretty cool. And I guess I'll put our Drag Down to the Grave over there too. It's probably going to be the most valuable common that we pull. There's always other cards that pop up that I don't know that they're super expensive. And then they end up being like a $10 common because some deck needs it and there's never gotten a reprint or something. And that's what makes it. Because, I mean, you remember Vanity's Emptiness back in the day? That common? And got up to a $50 common card back in the Dragon Ruler format. So absolutely incredible how expensive some of these cards can get overnight. Just one deck. This Feral Imp. Yeah, well, I mean, it looks like so far so good. We gotten 3 foils plus I think the most expensive common and definitely the most expensive rare that you can get from here. So very cool. Take these booster packs out of this destroyed booster box. The packs themselves, as you've seen, none of the cards were as ripped up as that box was. Konami did a good job. Or was it Upper Deck? Yeah, because you got Upper Deck logo right there. It might have been Upper Deck that was making the boxes. I can't remember if Upper Deck was in... I know Upper Deck was distributing the cards, but I don't know if Konami was printing them or it was Upper Deck that was printing these boxes and cards back then. Tsukiyomi, very nice card. When this card is just summoned in general, flip 1 face-up monster on the field face down. Nice, another Drag Down. Cool. Yeah, around this card, there's so many different decks. I actually did a old school when Yatagarasu got banned. I mean, we're talking old school. Like, I don't know how many years ago this was. It's probably like 14, 15 years ago. I built a Mask of Darkness deck, combined it with Tsukiyomi, and I was doing it with like drastic drop-off and drop-off. So basically, I was able to keep, once I got control of the game, I was able to make it so I could just keep on using drop-off, make it so my opponent couldn't draw, and I would just slowly poke them to death with Tsukiyomi, and when using Mask of Darkness and keep flipping it and doing that over and over again. So, pretty cool. So we have another super here, the Mirage Knight. This is a pretty big light monster here. Light Warrior. Very cool. 2000 attack. He's a big boy. Very beautiful. All right, we'll put that over here with our slowly growing pile of foils, and we'll go for the rest of these common cards here, obviously. Another Final Attack Order. That's our second copy of that. Pretty cool card. I think it forces them all to be in attack position. I don't think I even mentioned that. As long as card remains face-up on the field, all face-up monsters on the field are changed to attack position, and the battle position cannot be changed. It was a really, really good idea, especially for what he was doing, because he was running all these beat monsters, and there was a lot of people that were running this triple scapegoats. So could you imagine activating scapegoats and having to put all these 0 attack monsters into attack position? Not a lot of fun. And then you just beat them all down with his 2300 attack monster. So the idea of this deck I really liked. So we have the Archfiend Soldier here. Very cool. As you can see, a lot of the cards in this set are really beautiful. All right, so we've gotten 1 ultra rare, a bunch of super rares, and no secret rare yet. But seems like whenever we were opening these booster boxes, seems like the secret rare, or I mean just old sets in general, seems like the secret is on the left side. And I think the last time we pulled a PSV Jinzo from the PSV booster box, it was on the left side as well. Wow, this is actually a really good booster box. So we got a second Skill Drain, That's really rare. Getting 2 in one box is not a common feat. So another, whatever that is worth right now, $8, $9, something like that. And maybe it's not that much as an unlimited. I'm not exactly sure off the top of my head right now. That's had a lot of reprints. Still an expensive card. Probably one of the most powerful floodgate trap cards to ever be printed, if not the most powerful. I know it's up there with Vanity's Emptiness for sure. Another robotic monkeys there. And we got the Butterfly Dagger Elma. And it does have a little dent in the middle of it, but that has nothing to do with the box being damaged, because I was in the middle of the card here. So they comboed this thing with Gear Free the Iron Knight, and there was some other spell card, and they were doing it in combination to make it was like an infinite loop where you could just draw your entire deck. And they did it with Exodia. It's actually really cool. Monster equipped to this card increases attack by 300 points. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, while equipped to a monster, this card can return to the owner's hand. So you just infinitely have this equipment spell card. So it's really, really cool. And the reason why it's been gone forever. Too many different ways to abuse it. But very, very nice. Old school Butterfly Dagger Elma. I don't think it'll ever come back, honestly, from the ban list. There's just going to be too many different ways that people will be able to find infinite loops to be able to, like, pop it with all these different cards that we have now, with all these links and exceeds, and to be able to add it back and get all these different effects and stuff like that. So I don't imagine it coming back, but... Oh, I played this in one of my old school control decks. I sided into a Green Baboon deck. It was an old school burn, actually. It's pretty cool. The attack of this card increased by 500 points for every monster on your opponent's side of the field. When this card attacks with an attack that is higher than the defense, your opponent's defense monster, affect the difference to your... It has trample. So you draw a trio of them, and they have a bunch of tokens. This thing gains 500 attack for every one of them. Then you get to attack over them, and then they burn for the Ajama trio, and then they get to you get to trample them with that. So it's really cool, having that piercing damage. Pretty cool common. I've played a lot of different decks over the years, as you can tell. Haven't been playing too many of these more recent decks. I like the more like control type decks. I'm not a big person likes the giant combos. I did play windups. I think that's like my biggest like combo deck that I ever played. And that one had some pretty cool different combos, stuff like that. It's not like I'm against it. I don't know. I just like control type decks. My style, anyway. Oh man, there was a lot of equipment cards that we got in this one. Pretty cool. All right, move that over here. Still got some more booster packs to go. Hopefully, Secret Rare is on the way here. Let's see. I feel like we're pretty close. I think we're in like Secret Rare range. So I'm going to try to go through these cards nice and slow. Let's see. Is that the Gemini Elves? Yeah, I think it is the Gemini Elves. Ray of Hope. Oh my gosh, that is absolutely awesome. Secret Rare Vampire Lord. This is my favorite Secret Rare card from this set, and one of my all-time favorite Secret Rares ever. I built an entire zombie deck based around this card put on the field. It was a zombie Yada deck. I ran it with creature swaps, Pyramid Turtle, so I built a Pyramid Turtle to take control of their monster, attack over with their monster, then get a Spirit Reaper and take a card from their hand. And obviously having a Vampire Lord back in the day, and it always been able to come back, so if they Trenchled it or Mirror Forced it and things like that, it would come back. If I got attacked over, it would be gone. What a absolutely gorgeous looking card. I'm so thankful that we deployed a Secret Rare. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yep, this is definitely up there. Up there in my top 5 favorite Secret Rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards ever be printed. I mean, this card is absolutely beautiful. I won more tournaments with a Yada-based deck than any other deck ever, and I won my last part of my season to win that. See, it was like season 3 when you got those trophies from your locals. You had to be like the leader for like 8 months or something like that in your locals. Then Upper Deck or Konami, whoever it was back then, would mail you the most current booster box set, or booster box. I got an IOC booster box, first edition. It was pretty awesome, and a trophy. It's pretty cool. And I did the last part of my season with a Vampire Lord Yada deck that I built, and I back then, our locals, it was single elimination. So if you lost, you were out. And in our locals, we had a lot of people, 50, 55 people back then. Really cool. Wow. This just gives me so many good memories. I won. I was playing one of my friends for fun at a locals, and I had my discard pile over here to the side. And some person must have walked by and stole my entire discard pile. My Vampire Lord was gone, and my Yugioh was gone, and it was a big time bummer. But Nether Drag Down, very cool. But all of my friends got together, and oh man, I'm gonna try not to like get all emotional or cry. They all got together and pulled cards out of their binders and went over to the locals, and they bought and traded for and gave me all the cards that I was missing from my deck to be able to put it all back together again. And so so they gave me my secret first edition Vampire Lord and all of my cards back. It was really incredible because it was very, very emotional to just be looking over to your side and have your entire discard pile that was pretty big, and it was gone. I want to say it was probably about 15 cards from my 40 card deck were missing, so almost half my deck was stolen. And that was really awesome to have friends that were, that all piled together to do that. It was a big group effort. I want to say there was probably about 6 people involved, and they all got my cards together. Yeah, it was really awesome. It's great to have those kind of memories. My gosh, I'm trying to like fight from crying. So many years ago this happened. So many years ago. Gosh. I mean, it was when Vampire Lords. I mean, we're talking like 18 years ago. 17 or 18 years ago that happened to me. And it's still such a touching subject to me, even to this day. Wow. I actually just forgot about that until right there. Very cool. Not cool the person stole my cards, but very, very cool that all of my friends got together and helped me put my deck back together again, because I put my heart and soul into these cards, and I did a lot of work and a lot of play testing, and it was a lot. It was a valued effort, and I did to go and win those local tournaments to be able to try to get that trophy and everything. I definitely tried my best. All right, so wow. This booster box is incredible. We pulled a playset of Drag Down into the Graves, which is awesome. We pulled 2 rare skill drains, which is, I think that's unheard of. I don't think you're supposed to pull 2 in a booster box, or we did it. And we got another ultra rare. I thought the Seeker was going to replace it, the Intermatter Transporter. So I believe this is a Kaiba card. You can remove and play 1. I know it's face out. I'm going to read it here in a second once I sleeve it, because the card's definitely worthy of a sleeving. That is a beautiful looking ultra rare. Okay. Select 1 face-up monster on your side of the field and remove it from play until the end phase of this turn this card was activated. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I run this in different kind of beatdown decks. My one friend Alex built the Blue Eyes like dragon deck and stuff like that. He ran his as well, trying to build the Kaiba based deck. So very, very cool trap card. I like it quite a bit actually. But yeah, Vampire Lord back then, he didn't care. You go and Dark Hole him, it's coming back, and you'll be able to do any damage. You can call Spell, Trap, or Monster, and your opponent will have to send one of those from their deck to the graveyard. So back then, spell cards were so powerful, you just keep on calling Spell, and they'd have to, eventually, they'd have to start putting cards like Pot of Greed or Crystal Charity in the graveyard, which was nice. Then we have a Sakuratsu Armor. Those are our rare there. Our rare, common. That was our rare, the card afterwards. Wow. Well, I am really, really thankful for this booster box. This really came out good. I mean, the box itself was absolutely demolished, and we're going to try to put together Humpty Dumpty again. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be possible, but I'm going to give it a valued effort for sure. We actually ended up pulling a Secret Rare Vampire Lord, and no joke, since the time we've pulled this Jerry Beans man, I decided to make it our mascot for a little light fun and joke. We have had so much luck with our pulls. And we actually ended up getting a Secret Rare Vampire Lord from that. And I'm definitely get this thing graded. Hang on to this thing forever. Absolutely a beautiful looking card. One of my all-time favorite Seekers to ever be printed in the card game. Awesome stuff. And then, where did I put those giveaway cards? We have the giveaway cards over here to the side. So I'm going to be giving away those booster pack holos from that jumped into the light, first edition booster box that we opened up. So don't forget to give this video a like. Comment down below your favorite Yugioh card you saw pulled in today's video, and be a subscriber. Hit that subscribe, hit that bell, turn on all notifications to actually get notified when I post future opens, which will come in handy, like I mentioned in the beginning, because I'll be announcing the winner in the comment section of our next video, so stay tuned for that. Again, thank you guys all so much for all your love and support. I absolutely love your guys' messages on Instagram and messages in the comment section down below. I read all of them, I respond to them, and thank you guys all for the love and support. JrbJobber here is signing out.